Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good night, depending on what time you're seeing this. Um, I'm glad that you're here to watch our game pitch and see our idea. Now, today we come to present to you Maravitupendo, which in Spanish is a wordplay for amazing and great in a certain way. Now, the game we will be presenting today is Snakes and Ladders, but not just any Snakes and Ladders. It's a Snakes and Ladder that has been modified so that it is more enjoyable and has more replayability than your normal and usual board game. Now, who are we? Well, the group that made this game possible or had this idea possible, we are a small organization of 5 people. We are students. Our main objective right now is pretty much learning more about this whole area, getting more into the area, and learning better game design, better programming skills in general, so we can hone our skills and be more efficient at what we do. Now, what's the main idea of this game? Our main objective is creating a classic games like Snakes and Ladders, but with a twist. Now, what would this twist be? How would we make this game interesting and actually make this game enjoyable for other audiences? Well, what we have in mind is pretty much making a Snakes and Ladders game where you have mini games, you have special die, you have so many different things that just make the game in general more fun. Now, we will be going more into this in the next presentation, so stay tuned for that. Now, gameplay wise, what do we have here? Now, it's a turn based game, like you may know, Snakes and Ladders, it's a very common game. Just in case you're not familiar with it, it's pretty much a turn based game where you have to be moving around in a board where there are snakes that put you down spaces and there are ladders which put you up spaces. Now, what's going to be different? Well, like we mentioned, there's going to be special tiles with special abilities that will completely change the pace of the game, which will make the game either extremely fast or extremely slow, depending on what the players are in the mood for. Now, what are some points of interest of this game? Well, we've added mini games that will, when triggered, will activate a random mini game where the winner will be awarded a dice, and well, those dice will have different outcomes. Now, next point is the new dice. Now, what type of new dice will we include? We're planning on including ice dices, which will freeze the opponent, change tile dices. We have in mind those type of dices. We also have dices that will completely make you lose your turn, but in favor will make you be able to move down other people. So it's a bit of different abilities that will give the game a more interesting take. New tiles. Some of the tiles will alter the game a bit, which will be mini games, maybe space changers and all that. However, there's also going to be other tiles that will completely revamp the map and regenerate a whole new map, staying at your current position. But this will make the game a lot different and a lot new compared to what's going currently on. Now, the next thing is a randomized map, which means that pretty much whenever you start up the game, whenever you play a game, the map will be completely different. In like what aspect will it be different? Well, the tiles will be placed differently. The stairs and the ladders will also be um, placed differently. Snakes as well. Everything will be generated differently depending on the time you play. And well, this is a four-player experience. Now, here are some mini games ideas. We pretty much have like a randomized pawns where you have to guess which pawn has the biggest amount of X dollars. The second idea we have for now is pretty much like a spinning platform game where you have to shoot out other players. And the third one is similar to Flappy Bird, where you have to go from point A to point B without trying to like hit the least amount of obstacles so you don't get eliminated. Now, some character designs. We are going for a more cartoonish look, as you can see in some of these designs. We have an axolotl, a guacamaya, and a kitsune. We do plan on including something like capybaras and other animals, which will be representative to different places of the world, especially Latin America. Here is the map that we had made. It's a like I mentioned, a random map, which every time you play this game, it will regenerate the map. Some of the tiles do different things. For example, we have minigame tiles, stair tiles, snake ladders, and the blue tile is to completely revamp the map. Now, this game is targeted for all ages because of the game idea we have. Now, the roadmap we have is quite simple. All we really want to do is pretty much in a lapse of 2 months make one through three mini games so that the game feels refreshing and enjoying, and as well also make the game completely finished in a year and a half, maybe 2 years at max. And these are our contacts. Now, hope you enjoy the game idea. Any type of issues, any type of questions you might want to ask, you can contact any one of these. Um, you can contact my lead team and programmer in case you have any ideas on what's going on. If you want to contact anybody else, here are all the Gmails. And thanks for watching. Listo, Jaime.